and welcome back to another session of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations with Chaos Counseling.
Oh, that feels...
Santa Sunshine.
Yeah, Santa Sunshine. I'm so sorry, buddy. That felt good to say, though.
I know, that was nice. It rolls off the tongue.
The victim and I.
Alright, we gotta find contradictions and shit.
Now I want to play how I play, pressing everything! When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered?
Yeah, sort of. That place where something happened anyway.
Oh, geez, Pain.
Something? You can't hide what happened. I lost my voice just a second. We have photographic evidence.
There it is.
There it is. I had to push it into the front of my mouth.
Oh, he has X eyes. That's cute.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow.
It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
A coincidence, huh?
Do you think it would, as much as I would love to press everything, do you think we'd...
Yeah, we probably do wanna still.
Okay. Alright. I won't press everything for the sake of this, but I will just figure out when. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll try to go as quick as I can. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even?
But that doesn't sound right. You hardly knew him. Then why would you say that the victim had a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright!
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Yes, but Mr. Wright, give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How was it they knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yeah, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Blah, 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 blah.
I can handle it myself. I've played these games. 1
No,
year
you
ago.
haven't.
There's a timer.
Cookie in the background!
Wow!
1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Okay, one more time. With that
was a bad idea.
With that sage advice. I knew the guy to begin with. Never even talked to the stick-up British wannabe. Always walking around with a Union jacket. Well, there's only one piece of evidence.
I'll see no Union Jack. Just see a Union Jack. I don't think so.
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right out there on his back.
Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Oh!
Please forgive me,
Mia, you better cry.
Let him! The pea on his chest doesn't always stand for Phoenix anyway! I can't believe I trusted him! Mr. Wright was all wrong!
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. I lost it. Oh, there we go. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
Yes. By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Yeah, that's right. It kills cold good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
He lost it. Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, Shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
Oh boy.
What's this? In the victim's hands, it's...
The time though.
It's a...
There's the time on the watch. I think that's gonna
Excuse
come.
me, I just entered your, like,
9:05.
space.
Oh my God, it's fine. I think that's gonna come into play later.
Probably.
It's called Killer X.
Hi.
Hi, Mia. Yes, but even I've gotten a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints were all over it.
Sacre bleu!
What?
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Well, that's not a leap of judgment at all.
Shut up! It works!
I'm the rookie killer.
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
True evidence.
Very well. Court will accept them into the record.
And we might actually want to give one of the pills in here to that boy. Oh boy.
Can we take it out of evidence, or is that?
No, it's evidence. Damn it.
Dang it.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Thank you for bringing it up.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
Hold on. I haven't played this. Hold on. Was that 3 p.m.? And then...
About 3 p.m.
No, it's like 5 minutes after 3.
That might be something later.
Yeah.
A 5-minute gap!
Dad, look out!
Put Samurai Chop and Samurai Sup.
This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoids. I can't stand it.
I can't grab it,
You can't
otherwise
sit
it
it.
looks...
You can't sit it either.
I can't grab it, it looks weird.
He'd grab it anyway, it's gross bird.
It's in his
Gross.
name. Exactly.
What really happened?
The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, and I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different than the testimony you gave previously.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
I just gotta get more information out. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Please. This went back because he called me. I was in the... So we agreed to meet. Let's talk. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated that you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the
Pharmacology.
pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals.
Bless your soul.
Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
How come his name isn't Edward? An alchemist? I see.
There was more than one alchemist in that show.
Yeah.
I got admit it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Although there is an Armstrong look-alike in this game.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Spoilers, sorry.
Ho ho! How fascinating! He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details? Timing, apartment, or high voltage. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said that the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right. And they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables.
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. High voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I want to know about lunch. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Oh, what does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
Now, why did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Too much love and grossness.
I'm
that's
not
enough.
for that shit.
That's enough for now. The defendant and the victim at approximately the time of death. Then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
Oh, pain.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
What do you mean?
I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
Go fuck yourself, dildo face.
What?
Whatever, there is still one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor?
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet. Correct?
Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Your Honor?
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that if we were able to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. I love that smart face.
I love her.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Doesn't stop
Of
you.
course I know that. Actually, I totally forgot about that.
Now then, Miss Faye, let's see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
I believe, if we look at this, yeah, the cords are messed up.
Cool.
As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? There's nothing even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. Huh. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this a bit more in detail.
Oh boy.
Miss Flay, where exactly is in this photo is the murder weapon?
I believe... I think this is good enough? Because it's sparking? Well, naturally, it's right here.
What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use their experiments require high voltage, and because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
Huh. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant! I was gonna make you finish the sentence, but I guess I'm not smart enough to be that cocky.
Nope.
Just a small silent hatchet.
Oh, that much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
Bring it on, I'm gonna refute it.
You do? Well, what is that?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides... You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean?
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand!
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Like a dick.
Oh, gosh, Payne.
Rubble.
Order! Order! That's enough! I think we can conclude that there's no reason to continue this cross-examination.
Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Grossberg?
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
Yeah,
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor.
This time I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case.
Yeah.
Yes!
Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. You don't have something to say now. The judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't just say it.
Holy.
Whoa.
Are you okay?
Yep.
It became too real.
It became too real. If I told you what happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me.
Miss Fay.
Oh, Phoenix.
Super serious.
No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end.
I think I'm gonna cry.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Oh my gosh, shut up.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright.
I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further... Oh my gosh! Let me finish my sentence!
I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
Oh, Doug. I think you're coming up.
That girl! You shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that.
What? What?
Dad sent me everything.
Forward it. Frickin' forward it.
Recipes.
Forward
probably.
it. I want it.
And for just a
What?
second, it's even under a
What?
fucking code name.
Is it really?
What?
What?
What you just
Oh, we
said?
probably should talk about it on air then.
What you just said? Was that the truth?
Recipes. Let's see.
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think that I was the murderer for sure.
Well,
Well, as things currently stand, we are all absolutely convinced you are.
Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss May? I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. You really did push the victim.
Grossberg, I'm sorry, I need to thank my dad.
Thank you for the recipes.
It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Wait.
No, Harlem Shake was before it became a meme recently. It was actually a legitimate dance.
Yeah.
Oh. I was gonna say this game did it again and got ahead of its time.
I mean, it kinda did.
It kind of did.
Son of a bitch.
It somehow knew the Harlem Shake would somewhat be relevant 5 years ago.
Now all I can think of is Grossberg twerking.
I don't want that. Wait a minute. Is that,
That would hurt the poor old guy.
how much more time do we have in an episode?
That's how he got the hemorrhoids.
This would be a good place to stop.
Alrighty, then we will see you guys next time. I'm sorry I left you with the image of Grossberg twerking. Bless you.
Good luck with that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry!
you're not upset, and don't pretend you are. Honey.
I am!